What's up YouTube? Dude Heat Ledger, back again with another video. This time I have a bit of a story. I just farted. I might leave that in on the video. I'm sorry, I had a burrito for lunch. It's starting to get a little weird inside. So I've been debating whether I want to make this video or not, and figured, you know, why not? Because while it's slightly embarrassing, hopefully it helps some of you guys in terms of your sneaker meetups. So long story short, I got robbed for my Air Jordans about 3 months ago. I'm gonna take you through the whole story. So there's an app, it's called Kijiji. Kijiji is very similar, for all my Americans watching, it's very similar to Craigslist or Letgo. Basically, you post what you want to sell, you post what you want to buy, you post what you want to trade, and people just do their own kind of meetups from there. I've been using this app for a few years now, never had an issue, and I've been buying, selling, trading sneakers in general for almost 15 years, probably closer to like 16, 17 years. I've never had an issue, so just keep that in mind as I tell you the story. All right, so I posted a pair of Jordan 8 Aquas from 2015. They're size 11, my size, they just never fit right. 8s always fit me a little tight, I don't know what it is. These were no exception, took out the insoles, just couldn't wear them. Always hurt my feet, probably wore them twice. I put them up for $250, pretty much the price that I paid 5 years ago. But they were worn a couple times, but at the same time, that was a really good price given they're going for around $280, $300 in my size. I just thought, you know what, let's get rid of them, let's use the money and buy something that I'm actually gonna wear. Pretty simple, right? So I put them online and I got a response from someone about a week later, and there was no negotiation. Typically when you're on these sites, people love to negotiate. They love to lowball, which is basically just sending you a crazy low offer to see if you'll bite on it. But this guy didn't offer at all, and I was not weirded out by that because some people are just happy with a good price. Other people just want to pay whatever the price is because they really, really want the item. So that's kind of what I had in mind when this guy hit me up and said, I want to buy them, where are you located? I told him my location, and this guy was, he lives a little further away, probably about a 45-minute drive. I had to make an estimate. And I said, it's pickup only. I can't meet you anywhere else, and you have to meet me right at my condo. The guy said, no problem. I can come by this Friday. Here's my cell phone number. Shoot me a text. I said, all good, this is super, super easy. I got his number, I texted him, and we were like, cool, Friday, come through Friday night. He's like, I'll be done work, I'll come right afterwards, probably around 8, 9 p.m. I said, no problem. Typically, I don't mind doing meetups a little later, like 8 or 9 or even 10 p.m. I was doing meetups at like 11 p.m. at some points because I lived in a condo with a lot of security in the lobby. There was never really an issue. I never felt like there was an issue with my safety. I'm a very skinny, aggressive person. I don't know how to fight. I don't know any of those types of things. So I wouldn't want to put myself in that situation. But at the same time, I kind of have a lot of the safety measures already in the back of my head. So I already tell the buyer, you gotta meet me in my lobby on my terms. So the buyer agreed to that. And we waited until Friday, and eventually he gives me a call. He says, listen, I'm done work. I just need to stick around a little bit later. There's a couple extra things I need to do. I'll let you know when I'm on my way. I said, no problem. At the time, I was hanging out with my girlfriend, watching a movie indoors. It's probably like 9:30 at this point, and we're still finishing up this movie on a Friday night. 10 o'clock rolls around, 11 o'clock rolls around, and I get a call. He says, I'm sorry, I'm running a little late. I'm gonna be there soon. Can you still meet? And I said, yeah, that shouldn't be a problem as long as it's not too late. How long are you gonna be? And he said, I can probably be there in the next 10, 15 minutes. I said, oh, okay, that's perfect. So that's around 11 o'clock. 12 o'clock rolls around, 12:30 rolls around, okay? It's 12:30 at night on a Friday, 3 months ago, okay? And at that point, when I didn't hear from him until that point, I was like, this guy doesn't want them. But then I get the call and he says, I'm here. So at that point, you're kind of like, oh, man, this guy traveled 45 minutes. Yes, he's extremely late, but he's here. And if he's meeting me in the lobby, shouldn't really be an issue. I understand it's late, but at the same time, I've been talking with this guy. I've talked to him on the phone. He sounds like a decent guy. We've been talking over text. I really didn't see any red flags, although this is a major red flag. Don't meet really late at night. So I'm talking on the phone, like, all right, cool. Like, you're outside the condo, I'm gonna come right down. He calls me back and says, I can't find your condo. Can you meet me on the street? At that point, things got a little bit fishy for me. I thought, it's late. I have a pair of sneakers with me. I'm gonna go outside on the sidewalk and just meet this guy. Like, there's nobody around. It's pitch black. There's a pandemic going on, so nobody's on the streets anyway. Nobody's driving around. It's a little like kind of a weird situation. So I told him, this is my address, just come in front of my condo and I can meet you. I know it's kind of tricky to find, but this is the address, come and meet me. And second red flag happens. So he tells me, my bus is gonna come here soon. You gotta meet me outside this bus station. I can't move from this area. I said, just come up the street. At this point, I'm getting a little upset, right? I said, I know where you are. He told me the location and it was down the street, right? And I knew that location was also very, very dimly lit. So I said, come up 1 block. And where I was telling him to meet me, very well lit area. Even though if there's no one there, very well lit area. You guys already know where this is going. So this well lit area was about 20 feet away from my condo lobby, but at the same time, it was well lit, and I was like, he's already here, let's just get this deal done. It was also strange he said he took the bus, because he told me he was driving. So right away I'm like, I don't know what's going on, I don't care, maybe something happened. I go outside, I'm on the corner, and I meet the guy. He's got the face mask on, all right? He's got like the COVID face mask on, so I couldn't really get a good sign of him and a read on like his build. He's a little taller than me, but like a little skinnier. Like imagine that, I'm already pretty skinny, but the guy was skinny, a little taller than me, and I kind of sized him up a little bit. I'm like, you know what? I can't fight, but I don't think there's gonna be an issue. And so right when I met him, he seemed dressed like all right. He's wearing a tracksuit. He had some really beat up Jordans on though, so I was like, oh man, this guy just needs a new pair. That's all I was thinking. So there wasn't really any red flags when I met him. We actually had a really good initial conversation. I talked to him about sneakers. He was telling me I've been looking for these for a while. And he's like, let me see the sneakers. No problem. Open up the box, hand him one. You know, when you're doing a meetup, you don't give him the full box here, take everything. I give him one sneaker. You know, I got the other ones on my hand, under my under my arm. And so he's looking at the shoe. I'm like, it's really, you know, only worn a couple times, hardly any creasing. He's like, yeah, these look really good. He's like, can I see the other one? And I thought, sure, why not? So I take out the other one out of the box, right? And I hand it to him. And at this point, he's got 2 sneakers in his hand, and I have an empty box. And he's looking at them. Boom, he was gone. This was one of the fastest humans I've ever been around or seen. This man was gone. And so, stupid me, my initial instinct is I'm just gonna chase after this guy. So picture this, I got the jacket on and I got the hoodie on and I'm like bulky, right? And I'm not very fast, but I'm running. And in my head, I was a lot closer. I thought I was within arm's reach of him, but realistically, he was probably a good like 10 feet in front of me the whole time. So he runs down the street. This man is fast, okay? This guy's got wheels, he's going, he's extremely fast. I'm running with an empty box. And he actually looks over his shoulder twice. The first time was like initially, and the second time was when he's like, oh shit, this guy's actually chasing me. So I chase him. And I'm thinking in my head, what the hell am I doing? And by the time I got probably closer to where he wanted to initially meet, which was down the block, it got really dark. There's no street lights. And then there was like 4 of his friends there that were very clearly his friends. That, interestingly enough, as soon as I saw them, they all had the face mask on too, I was like, I slowed down. Cause I'm like, you know what? This isn't worth my life or my health or my safety. And I guess they weren't expecting me to chase this guy. Because they said, what happened? And I was like, you guys know what happened. You're probably with the guy. Also, the only people that were outside on the street at the time. And they were in a group. And the guy that robbed me for the sneakers ran by them. And then they were all just kind of standing there like, what? And so I was like, yeah, you probably know what happened, but that guy stole my sneakers. Just as a glimmer of hope of being like, maybe they can do something. And they all were like, what? Let me try to, like, we're gonna get those for you. So they ran after him. Really, they were just running away, I guess. I don't know, to stop him. At that point, I'm like, that is so silly. They were like, hey, like trying to chase after him. At that point, I knew it was just like, it's stupid, it's over. So I just turned around. I thought, I'm not running down there and potentially risking my life or my health or anything of that nature over some sneakers. So point of the matter is, it was a bit of a a price I had to pay to learn that kind of lesson. But at the same time, thinking back, you know, was it silly? Absolutely. Was there a number of red flags? Yes. However, I learned a valuable lesson that, you know, I'm happy with the outcome, the way it happened. You know, I didn't get hurt. I didn't get physically hurt. They could have stole my wallet from me. They could have taken my phone. They could have taken a lot of things to me that couldn't have been replaced with like my photos and like just things that really mean a lot to me. They didn't do any of that. It was probably the best outcome that could have happened from a negative situation. And one of the reasons I want to share this is because you have to trust your gut when something is happening. You have to consider red flags and don't do anything that's sketchy. It's not really worth it to make, you know, a couple $100 for something that you don't feel safe about. And, you know, use those little cues as reasons to avoid a situation, because the outcome could be a lot worse and you could actually get hurt. So that's it. That's my story, how I got robbed during COVID. I also know and understand it was a situation where people were out of work and out of jobs. People were getting desperate as well. And for someone to have to do something like that means that, you know, they probably needed it more than I did. And I wasn't upset with them. I was upset with myself for falling for something like that. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it was slightly entertaining. I'm sorry for farting at the beginning. And I really appreciate you guys watching. Let me know in the comments down below if anything similar like this has ever happened to you. Let me know your thoughts and your comments, and I appreciate all your support and the viewership. Hoping to get another video out soon. For now, you can hit me up on Instagram. I'll leave that down below. Subscribe, like, and let me know what you think of the video. That's it. My name's Heat, signing out. Peace.